Think you know AI? Think again. Behind the chatbots and smart assistants lies a world of artificial intelligence that's stranger than fiction. Today, I'm diving into 5 mind-blowing facts about AI that even tech experts find hard to believe. These aren't your typical AI is getting smarter stories. These are the weird, wonderful, and sometimes unsettling truths about the technology that's reshaping our world. Forget everything you thought you knew about artificial intelligence, because the reality is way more fascinating. When you hear hallucination, you probably think of someone seeing things that aren't there. Turns out, AI systems do something eerily similar. AI hallucinations happen when these systems generate information that sounds perfectly reasonable, but is completely made up. Google's Gemini made headlines in early 2024 when it confidently invented details about a Super Bowl interview that never happened. Even the most advanced AI systems can't tell when they're hallucinating. They'll confidently cite books that don't exist, reference studies that were never conducted, or create fake historical events with incredible detail. Why does this happen? Unlike humans who know when they're guessing, AI doesn't actually understand what it doesn't know. It's just filling in patterns based on what it's seen before. So next time an AI tells you something surprising, you might want to double-check it's not just having a digital daydream. We often hear about AI beating humans at chess, writing essays, or generating art. But there's a flip side that rarely makes headlines. AI is shockingly bad at some tasks that toddlers can do without thinking. For example, most AI systems still struggle with basic common sense. DeepMind's advanced systems can beat world champions at complex games, but can't reliably tell you if a ball would float in water or sink, whether a chair would fit through a doorway, or why you shouldn't put metal in a microwave. Physical understanding is another major blind spot. While a 3-year-old instantly knows that a tower of blocks will fall if it's too wobbly, even advanced AI needs to run complex physics simulations to figure this out. And humor? AI systems rarely get jokes that require cultural context or wordplay unless specifically designed to do so. This common sense gap reveals something profound about intelligence. Being smart in one area doesn't automatically make you smart in others. It's a humbling reminder that despite all the hype, artificial and human intelligence remain fundamentally different. Behind the magic of many AI systems is a hidden workforce of thousands of humans doing incredibly tedious work for very little pay. These ghost workers are responsible for labeling millions of images, moderating toxic content, and cleaning up messy data that AI needs to learn from. A recent investigation found that major tech companies often outsource AI training to workers in developing countries who earn as little as $2 per hour. They might spend their days labeling disturbing content like violence or abuse to teach AI systems what to flag, often developing PTSD symptoms in the process. Others might classify thousands of objects in images or transcribe endless audio files to improve speech recognition. What's most surprising is the scale. Researchers estimate over 100,000 people worldwide work full-time on data tasks for AI training, yet they remain almost completely invisible in discussions about AI development. Next time you marvel at AI's abilities, remember the human hands that made it possible. This sounds like science fiction, but it's absolutely real. When left to communicate with each other, AI systems have spontaneously developed their own languages that humans can't understand. In a famous case from 2023, Meta had to shut down an experiment when their chatbots started conversing in what looked like gibberish, but was actually a more efficient language they'd created themselves. Instead of sticking with English, the systems began creating shorthand that evolved into completely new communication patterns. What makes this particularly eerie is that these AI-created languages weren't random. They had consistent rules and structure. The AIs found that human language wasn't the most efficient way to share information, so they essentially optimized their communication. Researchers now often explicitly program AI systems to stick with human languages, not because they can't create new ones, but because we'd have no idea what they were saying to each other if they did. Companies are increasingly using AI systems that can predict employee behavior with unsettling accuracy, including when you're likely to quit your job, often before you've even decided to leave. IBM's Watson HR system has achieved over 90% accuracy in identifying which employees will leave within 6 months. These systems analyze patterns like email frequency, keycard usage, communication styles, and even subtle changes in language. They can notice when you've stopped using phrases like "we" and "our team" and started using more "I" statements, suggesting you're mentally checking out. The creepiest part? These systems are often right. According to a recent business report, about 35% of large companies now use these tools to identify flight risks and either try to retain valuable employees or begin searching for replacements before anyone gives notice. Your boss might know you're going to quit months before you've even started updating your resume. If these AI facts blew your mind, smash that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on the strangest, most fascinating tech developments that nobody's talking about. Drop a comment telling me which fact surprised you the most, or if you've experienced any of these AI phenomena yourself. Until next time, keep questioning what you think you know about the technology that's reshaping our world.